Okay, I am in my new favorite little airplane, and I have been flying it for last couple of days, or been trying to fly it for the last couple of days, and finally got it working yesterday. I did a couple of streams, and I got like one takeoff and landing on both of them. Just learning how to get it to work with the with Pilot2ATC. Now, they released, I had watched a YouTube video live, a stream, and where they were showing off a version. The version I was using was 1.3, and the version that they were showing off in that stream was 2.0. Today they released 2.0. So I went ahead and I had bought it from the xplane.org store, and I had bought version 1.3. Much to my surprise, when I looked, it was a free upgrade. So I downloaded 2.0, got it installed, did a quick flight to make sure nothing changed too much, and so I decided that I'll do a kind of a short stream tonight, just kind of going over the things that are kind of cool, similar to the previous two streams, but hopefully a little more continuous, and hopefully I won't be struggling as much as I was in those two streams. So we'll get that out of the way. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the battery on and turn the circuit breaker on. We're going to look at the temperature. It looks like it might be okay, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the heater on anyhow while I do a pre-flight outside. So if I click on here, opens up the door, so I can go out of the airplane. And I'm going to move those a little bit out of my way for right now. So I'm going to go over to the other side of the airplane here, and go over here, and if I click right there, I could turn my heater on. You can hear the heater start up. You can see the heat coming out of there, so that'll like warm up the airplane. So I'm gonna come over here. It's a hot spot right here. So I have to do a pre-flight. So if I click on this, it turns green. So if I go back here and do this, that turns green. And do the rudder from here, and the rudder turned green. So I got to go over, and as long as I'm right here, I will get rid of, if I just click on that, that goes away. So we'll go around the other side of the airplane. If I click on that, that goes away. I come back over here. Whoops. Hello. That's not where I wanted to be. Come back over here. I want to be about there. So if I click on this, that should be good enough. I click on that. And while I'm here, I'll click on the shocks to get rid of them. Well, I don't want to go here quite yet. Oh, let's go around the back side of the airplane over here. Around. I go back over to this. And look, and I have 34 gallons of fuel. I want 40. So if I click on the look, oh, we have a thing of gas. So there's 34 right there. So if I click on the pump, and the pump runs 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Click on there and it's gone. Oh, I'll come over here. And if you put new fuel in it, And you got to make sure. Oops. Hello, come on, Bill. You got to make sure that it's good. So if I click on this, there's a fuel checker. So if I click on it's going to put fuel in. It's going to put fuel in the tester. I didn't like that test. Oh, well, try it again. There we go. Now it looks all the same. Doesn't look like there's anything in it. So we'll say that test passed. So over here, we're on the other side of the airplane. Right here is another hot spot. So everything here looks in the green. So if I click right here, I'm basically in the engine. I can open up the oil. Yeah, it looks like the level's about there, but we'll rotate the prop, and you can hear like kind of like a gurgling, which means that it basically has cycled the oil through the engine. So I can put the dipstick back down in there, click on it again, just to make sure the level looks good. We'll say I don't think it's enough. If I click on the cap, bloop, bloop, it's putting a little bit of oil in there. So if I click on that, click on the cap, goes in, oil can goes away, and I close it up. So more than likely the heater, I'll check. I'll go in the cabin and just to look and make sure. Yeah, we look pretty good. So I'll go over here and get the heater shut down so I can turn it off, take it away. Okay, back in the airplane. Okay, that door is closed. Okay. Let me see. I think I got everything. I did the shocks. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put this back over here and I'll put it a little bit out of the way. So the next thing we need to do is we need to get some oil pressure. So to do that, you make sure the mags are off, and you basically dry cycle the engine. You're not supposed to do it for more than 10 seconds. So 1,001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got oil pressure. So now I need to make sure there's a little valve down here. I have to make sure that valve is open. So I turn the fuel pump on, and I'm looking at this gauge here to go up to just under 0.4. So that says I got fuel in here. I pull out the mixture. I give the throttle up a bit. Turn the ignition on. See if we can get her to start. Come on. And she started. So we're letting her start at kind of at a low idle. I'm going to go up to 2,000 RPM. And I can't quite tell if the throttles are the same as they were. They seem a little bit different than version 1.3, but I'm actually not sure yet. So I'll have to do a little more playing around. So now that I've got that, I can turn the radio on. And I have to click on this headset to, you can hear the change in the pitch so that I can actually hear the radio. And for some reason, the frequencies don't work with this airplane. If I try to put it into standby, it's not going to work. So.
KERI INTL Tom Bridge FLV Information Tango. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind 070 at 8. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 9. 2.3. Altimeter 2985. Arriving runway 06. Departing runway 06. Advise on initial contact you have Tango.
Okay, so we're departing on runway 6. So I'll dial in ground. KERI ground is 120. 121. .9. And now I'm going to dial in the tower, just so I'm ready. So that would be 118.1. Okay. So say weather, Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf weather at Kilo Echo Romeo India is CLR. Visibility is 10 miles, winds are 080 at 8 knots, cloud coverage is CLR. Current altimeter is 2985.
Set altimeter 2985.
Altimeter 2985.
Okay. So, gonna speed the engine up a little bit. Just looking to make sure everything's kind of in the green here. So far so good. So we will need to get clearance. Ground, Aero 6 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi?
Aero 6 Bravo Golf taxi to runway 06 via taxiways Delta, Foxtrot, Golf, hold short runway 06. Taxi to runway 06 via taxiways Delta, Foxtrot, Golf, hold short runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Yeah, so other than the fact that the standby frequency doesn't go into the or the frequencies from Pilot2ATC don't go into the standby of the radio. Other than that, it seems like it's working. So. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the airplane is the way they did the gauges, did the altimeter. If it's on metric, between the two altitudes, pattern altitude and the actual elevation of the airport, it moves right around the gauge quite a bit. But when it's on what it is now, I think it's called Imperial. It's
06 Bravo
it's
Golf contact tower on 118.1. Have a good afternoon.
It's not
Tower on 118.1 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
It's hardly anything. I mean, it's just from this 1 to this 2 is basically the difference in pattern altitude, and that's pretty hard to discern. You know, if you're you know, you're on the right altitude. So that's about the only thing that I don't and I can't wrap my head quite around having it in metric. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. So we'll take it up to 4,000 RPM, and I better keep the brakes on. So I'm up, and I'm going to take 1 mag down, a drop, another mag down, drop, back up. Okay, let her spin around here. And it actually did switch. It did switch the frequency for the tower for me, so that's kind of cool. I'm not sure how it did it. Flaps up.
Flaps already up.
He's telling me I'm icing up. Come on. Come on, stop. Tower, Aero 6 Bravo Golf. Holding short, runway 6. Ready for departure to remain in pattern. Tower, Aero 6 Bravo Golf. Tower, Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, this is Tower, go ahead.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, holding short, runway 6. Ready to depart to remain in pattern.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, contact KERI ground on 121.9er for taxi clearance.
Ground on 121.9er for taxi clearance. Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Tower, Arrow, 6 Bravo Golf. Holding short, runway 6. Ready to depart, remain in pattern. Tower, Arrow, 6 Bravo Golf. Say weather, Arrow, 6 Bravo Golf. Ground, Arrow, 6 Bravo Golf, holding short, runway 6. Ground, Arrow, 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, this is ground, go ahead.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, holding short, runway 6.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, contact tower on 118.1. Tower on 118.1, Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Tower, Arrow, 6 Bravo Golf, holding short, runway 6. Ready to departure, remain in pattern.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 070 at 8 knots, altimeter 2985, cleared for takeoff. Runway 06, fly a left-hand pattern for touch and goes on runway 06, remain on this frequency.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 06, fly a left-hand pattern for touch and goes runway 06, will stay with you, Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Okay, it finally let me go. This thing is not like a Cessna. It doesn't. You can over rev this thing and actually take the engine out. So it is like a Cessna. We just shove it to the firewall. No, not on this airplane. I'm gonna take it up to around 5,000. Ryan. So as I'm climbing out, I'm watching my temperatures on the cylinder heads and on the oil temperature. The cylinder heads, I'm in the green. And now the oil, I'm in the green. When I took off, I had the flaps all the way out. But as you give it like full power, it tends to climb. So if you don't pay attention to this, the They'll get too warm. So definitely a different kind of airplane. Kind of fun. Actually, a lot of fun, really. I'm trying to maintain a heading of a 6-0, and so I'm going to turn now. Try to get a heading of 3-3. It's a little different not having a directional gyro. All you've got is the this compass here, so it's kind of, it is a little different. Whoops. I'll pull some more power back. Try to get it lined up down the shore here, get parallel with the runway. Keeping an eye on the gauges. Still high. Trying to get it leveled out here. Aero 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, touch and go.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf winds are 070 at 8 knots, cleared for touch and go runway 06.
Cleared touch and go runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
So when you do the with Pilot2ATC, when you do the call for the downwind and you give your intentions right then they don't ask you to do something on final, so you have more time to you know, to work on your landing and your approach. So still got too much altitude I got to get rid of. Like I said, it's hard to kind of judge this because it's such a small difference in the numbers here on this gauge. It's difficult. Trying to trim the nose down a little bit. Get it at least headed down. So when I make my turn, I'll put a notch of flaps out. I'll go ahead and make the turn. Flaps down 1.
Flaps going down.
I'm looking for a 15 here. The gauge is hard to read. Yeah, we'll turn in on the runway. Flaps down.
Flaps going down all the way.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That I wasn't expecting. Hard to get the trim right. Flaps up, flaps up.
Flaps going up.
Flaps up.
Flaps going up all the way.
Yeah, make a turn for 3-3. I'll pull power back a little bit. Trying to get out over the shoreline a little bit here, or along the shoreline. Trying to get parallel with the runway. Arrow 6 Bravo Golf. Downwind, runway 6. Request touch and go.
6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf. Downwind, runway 6. Request touch and go.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Downwind runway 6, Aero 6 Bravo Golf. Request touch and go.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6. Request touch and go.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6. Request touch and go.
6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06.
Unbelievable.
Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, call turning final for runway 06.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6. Request touch and go.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 070 at 8 knots, cleared for the option runway 06.
Wow.
Touch and go
Finally.
runway 06 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
So this put us a little further out, which is good because I'm high. Not that high. Flaps down 1.
Flaps down.
Flaps down.
Flaps going down all the way.
Ooh, that was bad. Flaps up.
Flaps going up.
Flaps up.
Flaps going up all the way.
Please get out of my way. Yeah, I think the last landing, I just yanked too much power out. I should have let it come in with a little more power. It's something to get used to, though. It generally lands pretty good. It actually lands pretty easy. It lands easier than a Cessna does by far. Lands slower, but I'm trying to maintain a 06 heading or a 60 heading. It's a fun little airplane to fly, though. It's pretty cool. I don't think I can do what their test pilot was doing in the YouTube stream, though. But he was doing things with it I didn't think it would do. Alrighty, so we're gonna go to a 3-3 heading, and once we get downwind, we'll give a call to the tower, and I'll pull the power back a little bit. Trying to get her lined up on 3-3. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful Lake Erie. It turned out to be a pretty good day right now. It got clouds rolled in a little later on in the day, so right now it's pretty nice. I'll go back like 4,000. Seems to be a happy place for it. Gotta trim the nose down a little bit. He's still trying to climb. Trying to get it to stop. Yep, still climbing. Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Aircraft calling tower, say again with your call sign.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06.
Unbelievable.
Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, left downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, pattern direction is left, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, left downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, pattern direction is left, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6. Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6. Tower, Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, this is tower, go ahead.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06. Call downwind.
Enter pattern on a left downwind for runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, base runway 6. Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, turning final, runway 6.
6 Bravo Golf, winds are 070 at 8 knots, cleared to land runway 06.
Cleared to land runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps 1.
Down to flaps 1. Up to flaps 0%.
Tower, Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, request touch and go.
Arrow 6 Bravo Golf, winds are 070 at 8 knots, cleared for the option runway 06.
Cleared touch and go runway 06 Arrow 6 Bravo Golf.
Flaps down.
Flaps going down all the way.
Flaps up.
Flaps going up.
Flaps up.
Flaps going up all the way.
There, where I had it trimmed, all I needed to do is put the power to it. The thing that took off just flew off the runway. Pretty amazing airplane here. Pretty amazing. Yeah, this will be in my mix to fly. I need to figure out the altimeter, but I may have a solution for that. I think I'll make me a plywood Lewis strip that's got the numbers bigger, and I'll just park it someplace here in the cockpit. Actually, park it right over here, and then that's about the only thing that I got a serious problem with. Is just knowing your altitude. Now, plywood Lewis strip to do that easy. That'll be an easy fix. So. Yeah, I think we'll do a full stop on this one. Done good. Done good. One hard landing. That wasn't, and I yanked the power out too far. Just trying to get used to the feel of the airplane. I mean, a Cessna, I've got like, wow, over 100 hours in a Cessna, so I know it like the back of my hand. I've got like, I don't know if I've got 5 hours in this airplane. So, I ain't doing too bad. Alrighty, gonna go over to 3-3 heading. Get parallel, or at 90 degrees with the runway. I get her to roll into 33. I'll pull the power back a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Need to get me a plywood Lewis strip where I can make the numbers big enough I can glance at it and see it. And I'll probably put heading in there too. It's a heading indicator. Like if it's in the shadows, it's kind of like a little bit hard to see. So I think I'll add those two gadgets to it, and I think I'll be good to go. That's about the only things. The airspeed seems to be able to. I'm able to see that fairly readily. But like right now, just the way the compass is, it's a little hard to discern you know, what heading I'm on. I'm on about a 2-4 because I'm parallel with the runway, but it just makes it, it'll make it just easier to fly it. So, because right now I don't think I'd want to go too far from the airport, but if I get it fixed up, I think I'm gonna do some crop dusting, so that'll be kind of cool. Aero 6 Bravo Golf, downwind runway 6, full stop landing.
6 Bravo Golf, contact flight service to give your position report. Winds are 0708 knots, cleared to land runway 06.
Cleared to land runway 06, Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
Position report, give me a break. I'm coming in for a landing. At least you told me clear to land. You could have like fought with me like I've done on the last 2 circuits, so. Yeah, the flaps are a little strange because I fly with a yoke, and I have valve index controllers. The flap handle is over on my left hand side, but the only problem is I'm using my left hand to control the yoke to kind of like guide the airplane, so it makes it kind of a little difficult. So I've been doing that with plane command, and it's been working out. It's been working out pretty good, I think. When I get to turn here, I'll put in a notch of flaps and try to get this guy like slowed down a little bit. Yeah, probably in pretty good shape about now. Trying to get to a 1-5 heading. Flaps down 1.
Flaps going down.
Yeah, bring her on in. Gonna be a full stop landing here. So far, it's been a good flight. It's been fun to take out a brand new airplane, and I'm gonna take her for a spin. Get lined up. I'll put another notch of flaps out. The thing really noses down when you do it. It's kind of opposite of a Cessna. Put the flaps out on a Cessna, it wants to like balloon up. This one wants to dive. Flaps down.
Flaps going down all the way.
So I'm trying to trim the trim that out of it. I'm pulling back on the yoke, trying to prevent it. Just trying to keep it like at about a 500 foot per minute descent. No, not a 1,000. But I want to keep the power about where I got it. Trying not to get too fast on the descent. Pull back a little more power, not a lot. I'm down like 3,500. Yeah, it's just about 600. It looks, it's just a different profile in this airplane, you know, compared to a Cessna. So, yeah, we're about 500, so we should be able to arrest this without too much trouble.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, exit runway when able.
Okay. Aero 6 Bravo Golf, exit when able. Come on. Flaps up.
Flaps going up.
Flaps up.
Flaps going up all the way.
Okay, should be a taxiway right here. Those are annoying in VR. This was fun. This was fun. Gotta get past the whole short line before I stop, or at least slow down. Come on. Aero 6 Bravo Golf, clear the active.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, welcome to Erie International Ridge, contact ground on 121.9er. Have a nice day.
Ground on 121.9er Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
So it didn't flip the frequency for me. So I had to do that myself. Ground, Aero 6 Bravo Golf. Request taxi to general aviation parking.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Delta, hold short runway 02. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiways Alpha, Delta, hold short runway 02 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
So that all worked. Other than the fact I had to dial in the frequency, but it isn't like even in a that is a really small radio. But even in my with my valve index, I had to lean in a little bit to make sure I had the frequency right. But it wasn't. I wouldn't call it a challenge at all. It's what you'd have to do in real life. I mean, unless you had really good eyes. You're not even in real life going to be in this position and actually adjust that. No, I don't think you're going to do that. So, cool. Great day. Great day. So we have a runway coming up here, and no matter what airplane I'm in, it never lets me go by. Normally, it would if you come up this close, it would clear you, but never on this one here. Aero 6 Bravo Golf, request cross runway 20.
Aero 6 Bravo Golf, cleared to cross runway 20. Cleared to cross runway 20 Aero 6 Bravo Golf.
And that's all it takes. Just ask permission. Because the whole point of Pilot2ATC is it's what you have to do in real life. This is what I've had to do whenever I flew out of Erie, is exactly these procedures. So that's the fact that I can do that with an AI, and I don't have to worry about when I decide to fly whether there's an online controller that is at this airport. I mean, that's why I'm using Pilot2ATC, because it fills that gap. Please, it fills that gap, and the more I use it, the more comfortable I am with it, and the less frustrated I am with it. So that's the bigger part, because I have to admit, the first couple of times I tried it, I went, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this, and I wouldn't stream it. I was like, no, but anymore, no, it's as long as I can get it to work with the airplane, yeah, it'll be with me right along. I mean, so. So we're keeping the RPMs low to also let help cool the engine down, and you know, not letting the RPMs get too low where you'd worry about, because it's cold out, that you'd worry about freezing the carburetor up. So, because I don't see a carb heat on this thing, so I'm not sure how you remedy that situation. So. Okay, so we're back to idle. Let me turn off the radio. Landing light. Mags. Man, that stops abruptly. Turn battery off. And I think we're, as far as the airplane, turn off the circuit breaker. As far as the airplane, I think we're good. I'll pull these back out. It's kind of neat. Just here, you can hear the wire. That's way too cool. Okay, so open up the door, and we'll get the airplane secured. So we'll put the chocks on it. There we go. And somewhere over here. I don't know where he is. There he is. Go around the back of the airplane. And over here. I think it's there. There it is. I got one more that I forgot. There we go. So let's go to the front and take a look. Cool. So we got all the pylons here, so that it ain't gonna go anywhere. And it's all shut down. I want to like jump back in the cockpit, make sure I didn't forget anything. Get me lined up a little bit better here. Yeah. Looks like everything is off, because I have it set up where it remembers. So if I leave something on, like say the battery, it may be dead when I come back to fly it again. So that all looks good. So I'll go outside here and get over a little closer. So I can click right here and close the door up. We're good. So this is the end. So I will 84 minutes, yeah. I probably flew for about an hour then, or something like that. So, and we're all good. So I'll go ahead and I'll figure out how to stop the stream. And to anybody who you know, kind of followed a little bit during the flight, or who watch this in the future, this is the the MadFlightStudio SP30 version 2.0. It just come out today. I had watched a live stream on YouTube a few days ago. It was kind of funny because the stream was in Russian, so I was sitting there kind of but it's a Russian airplane, so I was sitting there watching it, and but if I ask a question, they were really good about it. I would ask a question in English, and they responded in English. So that was kind of it was quite interesting, and I learned quite a bit on kind of how it works and all that good stuff. So when I seen it come out today, I went, oh, I'm gonna have to fly it. I'm gonna have to fly it. So I did, and had a lot of fun doing it. So with that, we'll just call it a night. Everybody, you have a great day.